This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Your time is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint.
Overnight, a 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck Taiwan, killing 9 people. Sydney Charles has the latest details.
Allison Martinez live at Second Harvest, sharing tips for shopping smart and stretching your groceries.
But first, let's get over to Mark Peterson talking about a much cooler temperature that's going to be in the forecast today.
In our first alert weather, we're seeing quite a bit of energy and a band of cloud cover and the potential showers that could come from that. The majority of that cold front is now sitting into parts of Montana, so our forecast radar over the next 12 hours shows about a 20% chance of seeing a few light showers. Everything else tends to move out, and then we'll dry out for the afternoon. Our high today is going to be hovering around 50, 52 later on today.
Overnight, a powerful earthquake struck Taiwan, killing at least 9 people and injuring at least 930 others. Officials say the 7.4 magnitude quake is the strongest to hit the island in 25 years. This morning, at least 127 people remain trapped underneath the rubble of collapsed buildings. New videos coming in overnight show the extent of the damage. Some buildings left leaning at 45-degree angles. Others collapsed with motorbikes under awnings and entire floors leveled. Closer to the epicenter, the quake triggered landslides. The latest information on the deadly quake is coming up next on Good Morning America.
Jury selection in Boise could take up to 2 weeks in the trial of a man accused of murdering his first wife and 2 of his current wife's children. Chad Daybell has pleaded not guilty. If convicted of murder, he faces the death penalty. His wife, Lori Vallow, serving a life sentence for the same crimes in the so-called Doomsday Plot. Jury selection is expected to take so long because this is a capital case. The trial is expected to last about 9 weeks.
New details this morning about a house fire in West Central Spokane that led to police shooting and killing a man. It happened near West Dean and North Oak. Officers assisted firefighters in getting people to safety and looking into whether someone intentionally set fire to the house. That's why officers arrested this man, 43-year-old Nicholas Whitney. According to court documents, Whitney told one of the people who lived in that home that he called his cousins to set the house on fire. Court documents go on to say one of them discovered a fire in the bathroom and quickly put it out. A second fire started on the second floor. Whitney faces 6 counts of arson.
And once fire crews managed to get the fire under control, police started questioning everyone who was inside the house. Police claim one man, later identified as 38-year-old Alan Jenks, was not cooperating with them and walked away. When they tried to detain Jenks, police say he pulled out a gun and shot at them. 2 officers returned fire, killing Jenks. The officers involved are currently on administrative leave.
We are less than 2 weeks from tax day, and the local nonprofit SNAP is partnering with the Hive Spokane Public Library to put on a spring resource carnival, helping anyone who needs assistance. It's happening this Friday for families to file and apply for that working families tax credit, where people could receive around $1,200. Now, it is important to note the deadline to file your taxes for people living in Spokane County is extended to June 17th. The rest is April 15th. That's all because of last year's wildfires.
The deadline is approaching for wildfire survivors of the Gray and Oregon road fires in Spokane County to apply for FEMA assistance and loans. That deadline is April 20th. Disaster recovery centers are open in Medical Lake and Elk, helping people navigate the system in person. Last month, the FEMA official said it has sent out nearly $3 million to Spokane County fire victims. FEMA encourages people trying to get assistance to be persistent and to visit those recovery centers in person.
It's National Food Waste Prevention Week, and Second Harvest is teaming up with the Washington State Department of Ecology to share some easy tips that you can start implementing today. We learned plenty of great tips like pickling your groceries that you no longer have a use for. We'll have a full breakdown of more ideas that you can start implementing today on our website, kxly.com.
Well, if you're planning a visit to Pullman from now through October, be aware of a huge construction project that's going on downtown. The city of Pullman is redesigning Main Street to make it more people-friendly and accessible, fix some infrastructure, and slow down traffic. Now, you still have access to walk downtown to those local businesses. Owners are nervous for the impact 6 months of construction could have on their shops. You can hear their concerns and see a full detour map in this story on KXLY.com.
We have a traffic alert for those of you driving in Coeur d'Alene. Tomorrow, the Spokane River Bridge on Highway 95 will reduce to a single lane. The Idaho Department of Transportation says crews will conduct a routine inspection of the bridge. Drivers are encouraged to use an alternate route and can use the Idaho 511 system to check for impacted areas. You can find a link to that on KXLY.com. We're back with a final check of weather with Mark right after this quick commercial break.